Today our topic is why failure is the best teacher. Failure is something everyone fears, but it is also something everyone experiences. No one goes through life without failing at something. But here is the truth. Failure is not the enemy. It is not something to be ashamed of. In fact, failure is one of the best teachers you will ever have. It teaches you lessons that success never can. Let me explain why. First, failure shows you what doesn't work. When you fail, it's like life is giving you feedback. Imagine you are trying to solve a math problem. You try one method, and it doesn't work. That's okay, because now you know that method is not the right one. You can cross it off your list and try something else. Failure helps you eliminate the wrong paths, so you can focus on the right ones. Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb, failed thousands of times before he succeeded. He didn't see those failures as mistakes. He said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Failure is like a guide. It helps you find the right path by showing you all the wrong ones. Second, failure builds resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after something bad happens. When you fail, it hurts. It can make you feel sad, angry, or even embarrassed. But every time you pick yourself up and try again, you become stronger. Think of failure like lifting weights. When you lift a heavy weight, your muscles get tired and sore. But over time, your muscles grow stronger. Failure works the same way. Every time you face it and keep going, you build emotional strength. This strength helps you handle bigger challenges in the future. Without failure, you would never learn how to persevere. You would never know how strong you truly are. Third, failure teaches humility. Humility is the quality of being modest and not thinking you are better than others. When you fail, it reminds you that you are not perfect. It keeps you grounded. Success can sometimes make people arrogant. They start to believe they can do no wrong. But failure keeps you humble. It reminds you that you are human, and humans make mistakes. This humility makes you more open to learning. It makes you willing to listen to others and accept help. Humility is a key to growth. Without it, you stop improving. Fourth, failure helps you appreciate success. Have you ever noticed that the things you work hardest for are the things you value most? When you succeed without any struggle, it doesn't feel as rewarding. But when you fail and keep trying and finally succeed, the victory feels sweeter. Failure makes success more meaningful. It shows you how much effort and determination it takes to achieve something great. This appreciation keeps you motivated to keep striving for your goals. Fifth, failure encourages creativity. When you fail, you are forced to think outside the box. You have to come up with new ideas and solutions. This creativity can lead to amazing breakthroughs. Many of the world's greatest inventions and discoveries came from failure. For example, penicillin, a life-saving antibiotic, was discovered by accident when a scientist noticed mold growing in a failed experiment. Instead of throwing it away, he studied it and found something revolutionary. Failure pushes you to look at things differently. It challenges you to innovate and find new ways to solve problems. Sixth, failure teaches you about yourself. When you fail, you learn what you are made of. Do you give up easily, or do you keep going? Do you blame others, or do you take responsibility? Do you let failure define you, or do you use it as a stepping stone? Failure reveals your strengths and weaknesses. It shows you where you need to improve. It also shows you what you are truly passionate about. If you care enough about something, you will keep trying even after failing. If you don't care, you will give up. Failure helps you understand your priorities and values. Seventh, failure connects you with others. When you fail, you realize that you are not alone. Everyone fails. Even the most successful people have faced failure. Sharing your failures with others can create strong bonds. It makes you more relatable. People admire those who are honest about their struggles. When you talk about your failures, you inspire others to keep going. You show them that failure is not the end. It is just a part of the journey. This connection can lead to support, encouragement, and even new opportunities. 8th, failure prepares you for the real world. Life is not always fair or easy. Things don't always go as planned. Failure teaches you how to deal with disappointment and setbacks. It prepares you for the challenges of the real world. If you never fail, you will be unprepared when things go wrong. But if you have experienced failure, you will know how to handle it. You will know that failure is not the end of the world. You will know that you can survive and even thrive after failing. 9th, failure builds patience. Success doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and persistence. Failure teaches you to be patient. It shows you that good things come to those who wait and work hard. When you fail, you learn to take small steps and celebrate small victories. You learn to trust the process. This patience is a valuable skill. It helps you stay calm and focused, even when things are not going your way. 10th, failure gives you a story to tell. Think about the most inspiring people you know. Chances are, their stories include failure. They talk about how they struggled, how they failed, and how they kept going. These stories inspire others because they show that success is possible even after failure. Your failures can become part of your story. They can show others that they too can overcome challenges. Your story can give hope and encouragement to those who are struggling. So, how can you make the most of failure? First, don't be afraid of it. Accept that failure is a normal part of life. Second, learn from it. Ask yourself what went wrong and what you can do differently next time. Third, don't give up. Use failure as motivation to keep trying. Fourth, share your failures with others. Be honest about your struggles and what you have learned. Finally, remember that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone to success. In conclusion, failure is the best teacher because it shows you what doesn't work, builds resilience, teaches humility, helps you appreciate success, encourages creativity, teaches you about yourself, connects you with others, prepares you for the real world, builds patience and gives an hand. So, the next time you fail, don't be discouraged. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Use failure as an opportunity to grow and improve. Remember, every great success story includes failure. It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up.